is Arlie, and this is Arlie Tarot, and I have a reading for April. I think I already did a what you should expect in April, but then April starts with April Fools, and for some reason, like a couple of days after April 1st, I did the piles, and then now I'm filming it on the 9th, but this was with that kind of energy, and the title came to me in that way, as in like April's asking you to be a fool in a very specific way, or for some of you not just in a specific way, but in with a specific like part of your life. Like maybe you need to be more of a fool when it comes to work, or more of a fool when it comes to love, more of a fool when it comes to your home life. I don't know, right? The foolish energy is more about beginnings for me, or jumping in and trusting as well. And then the aces that you see here, I was called to pull the aces for some reason, but not all of them. So I just went through the deck, and the first 3 aces that I saw, I pulled those out. And pile 1, you have Herkimer Diamond, and you have the Ace of Cups as your card. And then pile 2, you have the Sunstone, which is clear quartz, and you have the Ace of Wands as your card. And then pile 3, you have the, excuse me, my nose is itchy. Okay. Amethyst, little mushroom, and your card is the Ace of Pentacles. I never realized there were little cows over here. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys might literally react to seeing cows like that. You flip out. You're like, oh, they're so cute. Okay. Yeah. So those are your options. Let's see what April wants you to be a fool in during April, or whenever this finds you. Okay. And then I'm also going to be pulling a card for advice at the end that I did not pre-shuffle from this deck from MOOXIE. And I also have a deck interview video. I'll put it down below, and like her link if you want to get this deck. It is gorgeous. She is Gorgina. Okay, look at the back, and then it is holographic. So yeah, and the cards shuffle very nicely. So yeah, I'm gonna pick advice from this deck, but I'm gonna do it live. So we're gonna get, I didn't pre-shuffle this, what I'm trying to say. Also, in between when I got these piles together and now that I'm filming it, I got this deck, and it all makes sense. I was like, yeah, I need to use this deck for this reading too. It is very activating, it is very beautiful, and it's very magical. I highly recommend if you want an oracle deck, and as a beginner oracle deck, it will probably be very good. And just in general, if you have like a connection with nature, it'll be like an amazing deck to get for you. Okay, so also support local artists because she's awesome. But I do have some channel numbers for you as well. Obviously, we'll get into that in your reading. Go ahead and pick a pile, and I'll see you there. I'm gonna start with pile 1. Hi, pile 1. If you guys picked the Ace of Cups along with the Herkimer Diamond, this is going to be your reading. I'm holding aragonite, the aragonite heart that I have for grounding. As soon as I turned to put the other piles away, and then I felt called to just hold this for a second. Some of you might need grounding in your life. The fact that it's a Herkimer Diamond, now I'm getting like Oh, there's going to be a lot of channeling in these readings. I'm burping a lot. My nose is very itchy. Those are usually, for me, things like when I'm channeling. All right. So, whew. Okay. Part one. Something about oh my God, there's so much to do with crystals though, because now I'm looking at this piece of opal, and the way that I was seeing it, a lot of the red was popping up. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So back to the diamond. The diamond message is, you know, a diamond is forged under pressure, right? There's something about you are way more far along than just being the diamond in the rough, really. It's what I'm getting. It's, and far along in the sense of you're way more like I don't know what it is about. We'll get into it, but like to give you like a general scope of what I need here. What they're saying is, if you think, you know, there's 10 steps to get from where you are to what you want, you think you're at step number 3, but actually you're at number 8. It's kind of like there's a big part of this journey of you trying to get to a goal. Yeah, that's what it is. A journey towards a goal that you think you're like very new at it, or still like in the beginning stages of it, but they're saying no, you're actually way further along. Okay. All right, the numbers that I have for you guys are 9, 5, and 11. Obviously that could be like 999, 1111, 555, or just the individual numbers. I just saw 0707, so that could be also significant for you. I'm going to leave this energy right here because I feel like it is significant, but I don't know what it is about yet. And obviously we'll see once we get into your cards. Oh my God, my nose. Okay. Sorry. All right. Let's see. What do you need to be a fool in? Or what kind of fool energy do you need to like use in the month of April, or any month when you find this, okay? This is very timeless. Wow. You know what? You guys got the only ace that I did not pull for the piles, which is the Ace of Swords. Oh, in this deck though, this is your ancestors. But in this deck, this Ace of Swords, to me, it's always about cutting through the bullshit. Quite literally, I always word it like that, or say it like that, or say that phrase whenever this card comes out, because it's what it represents. Cut through the bullshit. Now, what do you need to cut through the bullshit about? That's what we're going to get into. Dragonfly. Okay. More air energy. Lots of air. Okay. I like that there's a little triangle here with a little eye. Maybe a third eye activation and crown activation is happening simultaneously. But I also like that there's a triangle here and it's water. Because, yeah, dragonflies are air and water. So, okay. The element of water could also be significant because here it is too. So air and water could be significant. And also as far as like zodiac signs go, we're talking about Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for air energy. And then we're talking about Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer for water. So if you have those in your chart, maybe there's significant placements for you. Okay. Ooh, that was 2 cards. I just want 1. Nothing will come of the situation. Void of course. Okay. I don't want to speak too soon, so I'm just going to keep pulling cards until I kind of get a little bit more of something, and then I'm going to do tarot to really get into it. But I'm getting the picture now. Wailing Tree, Reconciliations. This card also in this deck is very ancestrally related for me. And this is the ancestor deck with an Ace of Swords moment. So, oof. All right. Bear spirit healing. Okay, number 4. I like that. A healing foundation, but also 4 is Cancer, by the way. The 4th house. It is about home. So this could be something about to do with the home or family. Mama Bear is what I'm getting from this right now for some reason. Balance. Okay. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Okay. I see you. I'm gonna put this right here. And jump into that eye. I told you that eye was significant. There's a reason why this was calling my attention. Okay. Andromedan, energy, adventure, say yes to change. Literally a full moment. Oh, but I feel like this is... Okay, I get it. Your spirit guys are like, we've been trying to get a hold of you about this for a while. Oh my God, the deck, they have been trying to get a hold of you. Part 1. Look, even like it has to stay out. Okay. You're resisting this. Okay. So yeah, they've been trying to get a hold of you, part 1, because they want to take you out of this. And they want to take you out of this. Look at the cards jumping for you. That's insane. This deck does not jump. Okay, we have an agreement. I know my decks very well, and they know me, and we have rules about how they communicate. But there's something about the urgency of this, and this is very ancestral. They've been trying to get a hold of you to let you know, or not let you know, to reaffirm what you've been perceiving. They want to give you concrete proof. There's something about like a knowing here. And the knowing is not only activating in the sense of, it's not only activating in the mind and the clarity that is going to bring you. It's also activating in the heart, in the sense of the mind and the heart are going to have to communicate here. And there could be heartbreak that this kind of information or truth brings. But there's something about, look at that Ace of Swords again. There's something about if you don't confront what you perceive as a challenge, and they say perceive as a challenge because it's not a challenge, it's more of an opportunity. But if you don't confront it, and if you keep putting it in the back burner, nothing will come of this. Okay. If for some of you, like I said before in the beginning of your reading, that you are further along than you think you are in the journey, in the journey of the goal that you're trying to reach, you're further along. If obviously there's something about you communicating with someone or telling someone something, coming clean about something, maybe about your feelings, or have you been feeling in general, in regards to them, in regards to situation with them, whatever it is. There is something about communication. They're saying just because you perceive yourself to be in the beginning stages of this does not mean that it's not time for you to act when you're being prompted to. And I'm gonna now take that away and be like, for some of you, you are further along, and they're saying there's no more postponing the next step, which is, what the next step is, which is probably coming forward. Maybe some of you there's a reconciliation here. And like I said, the truth that you're communicating, the honesty that you're presenting to someone, or someone's presenting to you, it will be healing, and it will bring balance. And they're also wanting to remind you that just how you take ownership of your balanced emotions and your growth, other people should do the same. So you should not be taking away someone's opportunity to grow in that sense. So don't think that you have to make everything balanced for everybody else. That's such Libra energy, and probably Aquarius is too, like not rocking the boat. But they're saying don't try to balance things out for other people. You know, let them do it themselves. It's like, think of it like robbing them of a lesson, robbing them of their own power, because they do have the power to balance things out just like you do. The route that they take to that, or how long it takes them, it's none of your, I don't think you would judge anyways, but they're saying it doesn't have to be comparable to you. You just have to let them deal with it, because I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. This also means that you need to lay off yourself a little bit too. And that would make sense. That would make sense. So, a lot of messages here. How you need to be the fool. I think you need to follow your heart, follow your intuition. I feel like your mind is very sharp in the moment. Your mind is not clouded like it can be sometimes. So they're saying that clarity, believe that it's divinely guided, because we're giving you that clarity in the mental state so that you can actually communicate with the heart. There's something about you tapping into the heart, because now you have the clarity elsewhere. So you don't have to worry about your mind tripping you out. So it's going to become very clear when you need to go on this adventure, jump into life about something. Someone's eyes could be very significant too here. Maybe you like someone's eyes, or someone likes your eyes, and they've communicated that to you. There's that tower. You know what? That tower to me is, but this is why the divine was also saying, like, honestly, your spirit guides, and it feels heavy ancestral. They're like, we're trying to get a hold of you. And the thing is, like, if we can't get a hold of you, we will get a hold of you. Do you know what I mean? You catch my drift? You get what I'm pulling down? Like, this is your spirit guides talking to you. They're like, you get what I mean, right? Like, if you don't act, and it's not doing what you're told, or it's not doing what you're guided to do, just because, you know, your guide said it, so you do it. No, you will feel it, because clearly, Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, Knight of Cups. It's like you get the information, a full scope. You're getting a full scope of what your next move should be. Where do you need to be the fool, or how you need to be the fool? You're going to get the full scoop about it. The scoop and the scope of it. So they're saying then you take that and you take it where it needs to go. And you either are the one who breaks the foundation to build something else new, because this is like, this truth is very heavy. It's not heavy in the sense of like it's horrible, it's a horrible thing that you have to own up to. It's more of like, it's life-changing is what it feels like. But they're saying it's either you do it or we do it. It's gonna get done either way. Ooh, Aquarius energy. Okay. Look at that. Aquarius and Cancer are very significant. I mentioned them and now they're here. Let me cover her up. So yeah, part one. I'm just gonna pull. Okay. Give me a second. I have a question about this, because this feels, you know what? No, I don't have a question about that. 7 of Swords again at the bottom. Okay. Okay. All right. I was like, I need to clarify this, because this kind of didn't make sense, but now it makes sense to me. It just circles back to the, oh, I don't think I'm further as far along as you are, and so you're like in the stasis kind of mentality. You're like, okay, well, I'm getting more clearance about this. I'm getting more clear of what I should do. It's like, oh, you need to do something drastic, and you're like, well, if I need to do something drastic, I'm gonna have to think about it first. It's like, no, brother, move. It's like, it's almost like at the point of like, move out of the way of your blessings or something like that, Pawan. There might be something about looking back a little too much, thinking of the past a little too much. Also, you or whoever or this person, because for some of you it's definitely about someone specific. You are not the same versions of yourself that you were, let's say, 3 years ago. Why would you think that they are? There's something about, oh, that goes back to what this card was talking about, where you need to let people balance their own shit out. Because it's an opportunity. You don't want to rob them of that opportunity, of that wisdom, of that growth. Excuse me. That is confirmation. That sneeze came from like my soul. Okay. All right. Yeah. And this is like, you know, could be leading into the future, kind of like what you have to think, or like you've done this already. This soul lesson has been anchored in by you. You have moved out of the way of your own thing. Like you've are not an obstacle for your own balance and wisdom and journey anymore. You've learned that lesson, but you've also maybe are about to completely learn the lesson of, you need to step out of people's way and let them also hit the wall. You know, like you need to just let them be as well. Or for some of you, you've already walked away from the things and people that you needed to walk away, in the sense of like not walking away completely maybe for some of you, but walking away in the sense of, well, if you're going to continue to do that, I'm not going to continue to tell you that it's bad, or that you should be maybe not doing it or whatever, or helping you out when you do it, you know, helping you with the consequences. You literally removed yourself from those kind of dynamics. Yeah. Because it doesn't mean that you do this always or with everybody. No, it's just like very specific things that are like what's coming to my mind. Like, I don't know. There's so much that I don't know how to like what example to give you, but it's more of you know, let's say someone always sleeps in late, and then they're late to work, and then you cover for them a couple of times. That's like how you balance the energy out, or you cover for them in the sense of you're super understanding, or you excuse their behavior to other people, or trying to make it less of a thing than it actually is, or whatever. I don't know, right? You kind of like, it's not that now you like judge them and are against them or whatever. It's more of like, you just stop doing that. You kind of like step back, and you're like, you know what? They can handle it. They can handle the whatever comes from their consequences, and they don't need me to balance it out or like to help them. Also, there's something about like, if people don't ask for the help, you have to let them be as well. Because it's not, that feels like this is like a dynamic that you guys could have with a parent, that where you guys are the parentified, and the parent is not, has not up to this point in your life, and I don't know how many years this is or how old you are, but has never been a parent. They've been like more of like kind of a grown-up adult to you in your life, but they have never been a parent. You're more of a parent than they are, right? Yeah, this is for some of you here. You cut the ties, or you cut the yeah, you've cut the ties of that dynamic with a lot of people, or for some of you it's very much apparent. Your mother, could be your mother as well. They're saying like that's how you've moved out of not just their way and the way that they need to deal with their shed and heal, but you've also moved out of your own way. The journey ahead for you is much easier and less stressful. And I think you've realized this, or you're getting the clearance. You're finally getting the puzzle pieces together. Things are clearing up, and there's something about yeah, everything like falling into place. You're like, oh, this makes sense now. That's definitely for some of this collective. I'm gonna ask now about the collective here, that it has to do with like you saying something to someone. It's time to talk to them, or someone has to talk to you about something. Because that's where I feel the resistance. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. These three cards feel very much about like the whole thing that I was just talking about, with the healing, the knowing that you're further along in your journey than you are, and that you getting out of your way and getting out of other people's way in a sense as well. And all you had to do was just take your energy back, take your power back, take your those things that you were outpouring onto others. You just took that back, and it's not even something that they were asking for help anyways. And in doing so, you got out of your own way. You got out of your own you know, it's like you were a little bit of an obstacle, because you were holding yourself back. You're not holding yourself back anymore. You're the Chariot. There's no more of that. And then these three cards are very much talking about someone getting either the full recognition of, you are literally it for me in the sense of like love and romance, and someone coming forward and saying it, and that is life-changing. Because this is what this tower is telling me, that this communication is life-changing. And the reason why I feel like this person could be hesitating, or if this is you're hesitating and you're not jumping in and you're not being the fool when it comes to this, is because it's not just life-changing for the person, the other person, it'll obviously be life-changing for you, and probably other people in your life as well. Oh, well, hello. Yeah, that makes sense. Please take this as it resonates. This could be very life-changing to the point of like the energy that I'm getting is like a divorce for someone, or someone has gone through a divorce, and you'll know about it when they talk to you about it. But that's how much of a life change it is. You know what song is playing in my head? There's that energy again. What's behind you? In my head, the song that was playing when I brought this card out for some reason, what's in the name of love? I'm gonna write that down because I'll forget, but I'll put it if I write it. I don't know who the artist is now, but it's like a techno song, or yeah, house music. I don't know. In the name of love. I mean, are you kidding me? I've seen it 4 times and now I flipped it over. Oh, this is someone from your past for sure. this is either, okay, I'm gonna give you everything that I'm getting because I don't know who's who here. I don't know if you're watching me and you're the one who needs to act, or you're the one who is getting the information from the other person, you know, like, I don't know in which sides we're in. So this feels like someone looking at the past over and over again, trying to figure out a way to move forward, but differently. And their guys are trying to tell them that you cannot do it how you used to do things, because this person, meaning you, has changed. They are not the person you remember. They're not the person that you hurt. They're not the person that you were in a relationship, situationship with, whatever this was. It's not the same anymore. Oh my God. I didn't mean to just throw that, but it threw itself. And then from the other point of view, this is someone who revisits the past often because they don't have access to you right now, and I don't think they will have access to you ever again, to be quite honest with you. I don't think that the ever again person is the person that's going to communicate with you, because it very much feels like someone who you have blocked, or not just blocked physically, like, you know, we do on social media or like on the phone number or whatever, but you block them energetically. Your spirit guides have also helped with this. It's like this person will never have access to you again. All they have is the memories of you, and even that is distorted because when they were in your connection, or when, yeah, in your connection, whatever capacity this is, whether this is a friend, romantic, or coworker, whatever the hell it is, family, they were never honest. They were always very deceitful towards you. Take that as it resonates, please. This got very specific all of a sudden. But yeah, for some of you, this could be someone who they will never have access to you ever again. Take that as it resonates, please. I have to say, because the card just kept coming out. So, you know, I just work here. I just do what I'm told. There that is, that choice that someone needs to make here to offer you something. And what they're offering you feels so, like I said, it's big. This is a big thing for them because they're holding the world in their hands. Remember also, this leads me to the World card, and the World card is about a completion, a full cycle of something. It's almost like they're presenting to you, and you also value it. You know that it's precious, whatever this is. But they're presenting to you a full story as well. Like their communication, they're coming clean about something, or they're just communicating with you about whatever it is that they feel guided to share with you. It's going to be a whole thing. It's going to make you feel like you understand them, and you understand the offer that they're presenting to you as well. For some of you, this could be about a job, because Queen of Pentacles just makes me think of that. Capricorn energy heavy, boss for sure. But definitely for a lot of you, this is about someone's passions and someone's love for you. Yeah, I don't think you know about this at all. I think you've been in the dark about this for a while, and if you have kind of like gotten glimpses of who, not just who this could be, but like what it is about, and like when this is coming in, excuse me, you don't trust the information that you're receiving when it comes to that. But this is a solid offer. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles. I love this guy. Look at this. Wow. But they need to do this first. Unburden themselves. Be honest with you. But yeah, this is grounded. This is something the Knight of Pentacles does not take a step without making sure that it is the step that they need to take. If that sounds like you as well, it's because you also mirror this energy of this person when it comes to your journey. You make sure that every step you take is balanced, is worthy of your actions, and it's also worthy of, you are worthy of it, and it is worthy of you. This person mirrors that energy, by the way. They are the same way when it comes to not just you, when it comes to their life. Maybe if they weren't like that in the past, this is a way that they've changed. Ooh, they want to talk about how they've changed. Okay, I'm gonna just take 2 more cards and let's see what they want to tell you. How have they changed? I don't know why I'm saying that in such a sassy way, but oh wow, they have changed. Look at the world. They've been through shit. They've been through a lot. They're grown up. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, they want to say they're grown up. Yeah, look at that. The 8 of Wands, which is how we started at the bottom of the deck with this energy. With the world and the 8 of Wands, yeah, they've changed. It's been rapid change as well. Divinely guided change as well. Obviously, Judgment and the Tower. There's a lot of gratitude that comes from this person, by the way. There might be something about how they want to give you like some credit because of how you've impacted their life, even without knowing that you have, or even them, in the moment I'm hearing now, never recognized what impact you had in their life. All right, I'm gonna pull 1 card from the Echo Femme Fantasy Oracle, and then I'm gonna look at this card to see what it is as well. All right, let's see. Advice. Ooh, I love this deck because it's so direct. Yeah, we got a card right away. Lightfoot. Experience being one with the earth. Okay, grounding is definitely significant for you guys. We have the earth element, and I'm gonna double check what chakra that is because it's also here. And then we're gonna look at the, so this is earth element, foundation. Yeah, foundation could be significant with that number 4. And earth star, the anchor. Yeah, you need to ground, my friend. That is something that you need at this moment. And it's probably because there's a lot of air here, and all the air energy is trying to give you clarity, but at the same time, how you kind of get the clarity is by anchoring the energy and make it so that you can make sense of it. Okay, all right, so embrace your wild by connecting to your natural roots. Sorry, I'm like stuttering to read today for some reason. Let your feet slip into the wild realm of earthly magic. When you feel solid like the earth, you are unrestricted by the belief of others. That makes me think of the balance card. I bring a state of harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. And that's also like the perceived judgment of others, I feel like. That's why you're working towards being more balanced or being more authentically yourself as well. And maybe grounding would help you with that. Because literally, yeah, when you feel solid like the earth, you are unrestricted by the belief of others. Freedom is at the tip of your toes. I like that. There's no limitation. There's no limitations of your expansion when you dig your roots deeply into the earth. Keywords: earthing, grounding, freedom, unrestricted, and wild. And the practice: touch your bare feet to the earth. Open and connect your chakras as your energy flows down to your foot. Feel your energy root into the ground, digging deeper until you reach the earth star chakra anchored into the ground. Release any unnecessary burden directly into the earth. Grow your balance tall and wide. So I grow your branches. Balance keeps coming to my head. Grow your branches tall and wide. 55 could be significant because I just noticed that. Let me just put this close because I know that I butchered all of this, so you could just read it for yourself or take notes or whatever you need to do. And then let's look at this card. The 5th chakra, speaking, air energy, the throat does not surprise me. And the number 5 is significant, 55. Oh my God, I'm a psychic, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm just gassing myself up for a second here. I love when reading ends synchronistically. I live for it. I'm here for it. Okay. The energy of the throat chakra supports our ability to communicate clearly and truthfully. Whew. I was struggling to read about this card. And that's because, again, that energy needs to ground so you can make sense of it. And then this was very easy to read. But this is, I read this in my own energy, and I read this like in your energy, so that would make sense. Because I got very excited that it was synchronistic. Anyways, the color blue could be very significant as well, because someone could have blue eyes. Ooh, eyes are significant. Yeah. You see all the blue here? Speaking, an open throat chakra is not just the throat. It's not just speaking, because they want you to speak from the heart, from the soul. They want you to speak with clarity. That sounds like clarity, like someone's name. That's interesting. Okay. That's how it sounded to me for a second. I was like, they want you to speak with clarity. Who is clarity? It's like a person. Yeah, the advice here is to speak from the heart, speak from the soul, or expect that someone is going to speak to you from the heart, from the soul. And as far as your situation goes with the ties that you cut, the people that you've kind of stepped back from or are going to be stepping back from and letting them handle their own thing, they'll be okay. There's a need to trust that too. Nothing comes from you. Oh, I just heard overstaying your welcome. And that might mean, that's more of like overstaying your welcome in the sense of like helping them. You know, maybe they do need help up to some point, but after that, you're gonna have to let them do their thing. Okay. All right. Thank you, Pawan. I think we are done with your reading. Okay. Very itchy nose. Everything's itchy. Very interesting. I'm just done channeling. That's what it is. Okay. Thank you so much, Pawan. Thank you for trusting me to read for you. I hope this made sense. Your reading was like a little bit of a roller coaster. There was a lot of like collectives here. I like it. It's very interesting. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in other readings in the future. Bye. Hi, Patu. If you guys picked the Sunstone and the Ace of Wands, this is going to be your reading about how April wants you to be a fool, or 444 is significant for you because I just saw it. 44444 4444 is what I saw on my timer. But yeah, how April wants you to be a fool, and or, you know, if you're watching this outside of April, how the next month ahead, next 30 days, how you should be a fool in the next 30 days. Hopefully we get advice. We get a little bit more of like background information. Part 1 was very interesting. I'm pretty sure your reading is going to be very interesting too. Oh my God. I have channeled numbers for you, and 4 is one of them. So your channel numbers are 1, 3, and 4. And 1 and 3 add up to 4. So 4s are definitely significant. Also, this could be something that you're seeing like 111, 333, 444, or you're just seeing single digits, or you're seeing 1, 3, 4, like that. You know, take that as it resonates, and take it as extra confirmation. It doesn't have to be for everybody. I am just grounding my energy a little bit, because all of these messages feel like there's a lot of channeling in your energies. Part 1 for sure. So I'm just trying to ground myself here a little bit. Something about seeing a rainbow could be significant. I just saw a little rainbow in this clear quartz there, and I was like, okay, a double rainbow is coming to mind. Ace of Wands. It's very interesting. There's a lot of there's like a peaceful energy that I get from you. I'm gonna leave this for last. I'm gonna get all of these cards, kind of spread them out and see what kind of like the message is. I don't have anything else channeled for you. Like, I really don't. I just want to get into your reading. Let's do that. And then I'm gonna shuffle and get some advice from the Echo Fan Fantasy oracle that I introduced in the beginning there. And then we're gonna look at this card last, and we're gonna use tarot to kind of get into the message. So let's just do that. All right. Oh, you guys were the ones that got 2 of these. Oh my God, I am gagged right now, because part 1 got from this deck, and I shuffled the deck and I didn't look at the cards. They also got an ace. So all of you guys keep getting aces, doubling down on that whole, hey, be a fool kind of thing, new beginning kind of thing. Ace of Cups. Okay. Oh, wow. And the Queen of Pentacles, which is also the Empress in this deck. Wow. What is this about? Part 2. Okay. Nightingale. Air energy. You're very close to achieving your goals. Cavious moon. Look at that moon and that moon. Doesn't that, it looks, birds could be significant. Definitely spring is significant, because obviously Pisces could also be significant. Ooh, the song Ships in the Night is playing in my head right now. Like ships in the night, you keep passing me by, just wasting time, trying to prove who's right and if it all. Singing could be significant. The nightingale, that makes sense. Sorry, I was like not writing this down. Let me write the song down. I don't know who it's by right now, but I do know the song. Oh, birds singing, spring, cute, cute. Oh, very cute. Okay, 33. Remember, 3 is one of your numbers, but 33 is a master teacher number. Joyful muse, inspiration. Music is definitely significant, or also just art in general. You could be someone's muse, or someone's amused by you, but not in a bad way. You know how the fool is supposed to like perform, right? And you could be amusing if you're a fool. Your foolishness is being perceived and understood and seen as joyfulness And it's even inspirational to some, by the way. Air spirit, doubling down. Okay. Knowledge, number 1. One of your numbers. You guys are killing me right now with the synchronicities. And I thought part 1 was synchronistic. Ooh, blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Okay. And last. Oh my God. Okay, yes. Definitely songs and music are significant. Stop. Whale and orca elders, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. Okay. I'm going to look at Nightingale for a second because I feel like there's something that you need to hear from this thing. So Nightingale is all about it. Okay. Page 171, that could be significant. Fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. The song of the nightingale is otherworldly. This simple brown bird, almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumage of the other birds, transports its listeners to a realm of poetry. Nightingale energy is with us when we write, compose, and especially when we sing. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. Oof. That's significant. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. This card indicates that you need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Wow. Is there something you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, and let it out. I feel like that's this card. 33 could be reminding you, or you're going to see the number 33. Some of you could be 33 as well. When it's trying to remind you to be more joyful and be more creative, to have an outlet for your emotions, but also to have an outlet for your pain in general. When in balance, sing, speak freely with kindness. When out of balance, shy, lump in the throat. To bring into balance, music. So maybe you need music in your life or more music in your life. I feel like shuffling and getting a couple of songs for you right now, so I'm going to do that. I'm not going to play them because my video will get banned or like flagged or whatever. But obviously I'll put them down underneath. Down under. I don't know why I said it like that. Okay, Australia is here apparently. Oh my God. Okay. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm like all over the place, but it's fun. I'm rolling with it. I'm cool. This might be your energy or someone you're connected to maybe. I feel like someone needs to tell you that they love you, to be quite honest. Like, let me not even pull tarot yet. We'll get to tarot, but it feels like you are in a very divine fucking energy right now, okay? And it doesn't have to be just feminine presenting, but it is divine feminine energy that I'm seeing. And someone is wanting to offer this up to you, but there's like a disconnect, okay? There's a disconnect about something. And I'm sure we'll get to that. But when I tell you this person's muse, their heart is overflowing and it's about to come up. It's coming from the heart to like, it's gonna be like they need to say it, they need to speak, they're going to, they feel like this deep calling. There's also something about how energetically or in another dimension, in another like, because there's a lot going on here, okay? You guys are maybe communicating like in the 5D or something, in a higher state of being. You already know what's going on, but you don't know what's going on in the earthly realm. But maybe what they want you to do is shuffle a little bit of your music and get messages from this person, because they definitely do communicate through music with you. You are an inspiration for them and they are an inspiration for you in some kind of way as well. This is how you will know if this is for you, because you, and maybe what I was bringing up before about let your outlet, or like you know, having a creative outlet heal you, because it's like how you let go of pain. You could definitely see how some painful situations with this person, or the painful situation that you went through with this person, or not just this person, everything else is let out in through a creative outlet as well. All right, let me get music for you. Let me go back to what I was doing. Ooh, lullaby. A lot of like very like upbeat music has been coming up. All right, lullaby. I'll show you the sorry, I have to just write it first because I'll forget. This song came up. All right, let's shuffle again. Coming back again. Okay. All right, Kings of Leon. Isn't that a message? Okay, coming back again. I want to do one more because I feel like doing it 3 times. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, music for part 2. Let's go. Oh my God. All right. I can't make this shit up. Someone definitely needs to speak to you. Look at this, the name of this song. Even if the lyrics do not make sense, because I don't know what the lyrics are right now. I don't remember what this song is about. Just the message in that name. Rivers in your mouth. Rivers. Outpour of love. Because water is, it's connected to the heart, to love, to emotion. There's something about someone just needing to let it flow and let it out and tell you something. I don't feel like it's you, by the way. Maybe it is for some of you, but this feels very much like someone needs to tell you something. How this relates to you being the fool, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know everything. I don't know everything yet. I'm going to look into it, though. All right, let me go back to what I was playing, okay? Uno minuto, por favor. Okay. All right. I like that little detour that we took, Paul Till. We are going to get into tarot because I'm going to ask what this is about, okay? How do you need to be the fool, though? Because it feels like this is the person, this person is the one who needs to let the river within them flow and communicate with you. Let the river, let the words and their kindness, I'm hearing now, their love, the words of love reach you. Water energy is definitely significant too. I wanted 1 card and I pulled 3 cards. Okay, anyways. Let's how do you need to be the fool when it comes to this? With you're very close to achieving your goals. It kind of makes me think this might be something that you've kind of foresaw before, or thought that, yeah, maybe me and this person would be something, or would be together. And it could have been a goal of yours at some point, but maybe it never materialized. They're saying, well, now that's here. It could happen, you know. Maybe you took a little bit of a detour. You and this person both took a little bit of a detour, but they're also saying there's no blame. I don't think there's blame being passed around here, or will be any blame passed around. I feel like because of the detours that you took, it led you to taking a lot of accountability. 2 of Swords, 10 of Cups, the Tower, Knight of Cups. You know what? Whenever the piles, because now this feels, you know, in pile 1, someone did need to talk to someone. And it's definitely about love. And these 3 cards were out there. Not in this order, but these 2 were in this order, by the way. But this one was like over here. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. Hold on a second. I'm so sorry. Another Ace of Cups, by the way, at the bottom. And they needed to tell someone something, that they loved them, that they were. And now it feels like I'm waiting for the receiving end of that. So the piles sometimes are, you guys are all connected. It's so interesting. Oh my God. This card wants to be out here. Let's see if it is. I don't get the confusion though. Or I guess the refusal of seeing something. Oh my God, the refusal of seeing something. Or maybe like making it harder than it is. With this card though, the baby Empress, I'm like, and the Empress is here too, but I just heard it's not that hard. It's really not that hard. Patu, there is something about, there's not much for you to change, to be honest. Yeah, you're pretty well off. You're pretty much set, okay? And it's not set in the sense of like you've learned everything you need to learn and that's it, you know. But it's not like that. But it is in this state that you're in right now. You're pretty good. You're in a good spot, okay? The change and the doubt and the trying to see things differently, this might be something that you're picking up from this other person that you're connected to, which feels like a very significant connection, especially since all of this communication and the knowing each other and like 5D kind of energy, and there's layers to your connection. You're connected in so many different aspects, and like I'm just seeing like layers as far as like quite literally existences, like timelines is what I'm seeing, or I don't know, dimensions. There's layers and there's always like one cord connecting both of you. Like it's just, you're connected through and through. And because of that, you really need to make sure that you're deciphering what is your confusion, what is their confusion. Or it's more of whenever you feel confused, is because they are not just confused. They are trying to see things differently. Or they're a little bit of like making it harder for themselves. Instead of just, like I said, letting the river flow, just speaking up and saying something, they rather stall. There's a little bit of the stallness from their end manifests for you in your reality as indecision, or just keep wondering if, is this gonna happen? When is it gonna happen? Wow, okay. All right, let me get a card for this tower, because I'm not sure what this tower is about. It's not, I don't think it's for you. Or it could be, in the sense of, the message that I got before is that the tower is like a life-changing moment, like because this communication could be life-changing. Okay, so yeah, it could definitely be about that. Which is, again, it's that feeling that this person has where they hold back, or they're trying to approach this differently, or seeing, and they're like, I know that I need to do this, but how do I do it? In what way? I'm trying to figure it out. That is because of how big of an impact it is for you. It's going to be for you. They know that it is a big thing. I mean, it's an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Wands. It's very passionate. It's like a big gesture as well. It's not, and then it's the fact that there's a whole river. There's rivers, in the sense of like, that's how deep, or like how very much you run through this person in a energetic, but in a in an emotional way. But you are such an alchemist, Baltu. You are a temperer of energies. You balance shit out, because your feedback loop, whenever this person is just thinking and not acting and just gaining information and communicating in the astral but not doing anything physically, how your feedback loop is this, and it's the Two of Swords and it's the Ace of Swords, which, by the way, very empowered sword moments, because this, you just gotta drop and take the veil off, and this, you're pretty much free, okay? And you could take that veil off too. Those swords are not in you, they're just around you. And this is also not, you're holding those, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not like the Ten of Swords where it's like, or the Three of Swords, which is like in your heart. These are just around. It's, again, it's that energy, that feedback loop that you get from this person. But you know what you do with that? You temper it. You clean it out. You make it into something. You make it. Maybe you make it into something, quite literally, or if you do something with this energy that it's healing for you, and you know it will also be healing for this person, because anything you do looks back to them as well. So I guess that's why there's no blame here, because you're like, I'm using the energy regardless. There's no one to blame. So much sure of you. So wise. It's like you get lemons and you actually made lemonade. You know what I mean? Like, wow, this is a soulmate. This is a soulmate connection. Fate is all over this, by the way. With this Wheel of Fortune, 100%. Fate, karma, divine timing. Some of you could be tarot readers yourself, or psychics in your own way. And that could be your outlet for, you know, in whatever way it is that would show up, or that you can utilize this energy into your craft, is what I'm getting as well. Okay. I'm going to ask about the Hangman for a second. The inaction thing, it's really what I want to ask about. I don't have a specific question. I just want to see what comes out. Okay, yeah, it's the internal struggle for sure. Okay. The internal struggle with this person is what makes them be inactive. And then the default that I guess the higher self goes into is finding new perspectives to bring to this person so that they can move past this. But this is themselves. They're doing this to themselves here. I don't think, because sometimes this could be about like standing up for what you believe, or standing up for yourself against others. But that's not what I'm seeing here. This is not them fending their perspective or their choices or anything like that. This is them fighting themselves on it. I don't know why though. Maybe they want to tell me why. Hold on. Maybe I do need... Oh, okay. Never mind. I know why. Triggers and triggers. And there you are. Oh, okay. see your energy is between the Knight of Swords and the Three of Swords. Remember the stabby heart? Yeah. Here you are, so bright, so poised, so deserving of really good things. And the thing is that your energy gets clouded with all of this. There's a lot of worry and hurt around this person right now. They are unburdening themselves from some shackles here. They're closing off some cycles. You know, it feels like they feel like the more that they close cycles off, the more that they need to do it. And what I'm hearing is that's because they really have dug themselves deep into this inactiveness for a really long time. This could be someone that you've known for at least 6 years, maybe more. The least will be 3, to be honest. So don't take this if it doesn't resonate. But it's like there was this call for growth and change, and they kept postponing. It's like they hit snooze so many times. To put it, you know, how the kids say, they slept on you. They slept on it, on the opportunities with you. And that they were not just with you, but like opportunities for themselves, their growth. And yeah. So now, obviously, the more that they walk away, the more that they see that they need to keep walking away from certain things. Because it's like, let's say you walk away from, let's say, you know, you want to be completely sober and you want to be alcohol free, right? If you walk away from alcohol, now you kind of also walk away from like maybe getting together with people at bars, or some people, some friendships are just going to not work out anymore, or not work out in the capacity where there's alcohol involved, because you know that those people are going to like try to peer pressure you, and then you feel like you have to fend off, or you know what I mean? Like, imagine that, right? So then you do just cut off alcohol. You also cut off maybe a chunk of who your friends were, or who you hang out with. And then after that, you also cut off, like, let's say you're dating, and you're like, you can't just be like, oh, let's go to this bar or whatever. You cut that off as well. Not dating, but like that's not an outlet that you have anymore, or like that's not a possibility, or that's not a choice that you're making anymore. So like the more that they walk away from what's no longer serving them because they feel called to, it's not like a self-sacrifice kind of thing. It's more of like they genuinely do not feel connection to the things that they're letting go of. The more that the things that don't make sense in their life have to go as well. It's like a domino effect. And for some situations here in their life as well, I have to say, Pal, too, it's hard for them, because some of these are not, it's not just them making the choice to walk away. It's whatever the other side of this is making them walk away. Sometimes this card is, I'm going because I want to, but sometimes it's, I'm going because you made me. So think about that. They're going through something here too. But, you know, in their power regardless. Look at that. Yes, look at those cards. Shit. That's actually really good. Yeah, the stronger that they are, the faster they get through this transformation. So death and a rebirth is what is needed here anyways. The divine is very interesting. They're like, you know, just toss it all, just clear the air, just like start from scratch. Something about that. They feel called to do that, and they might be on their way to do that, actually. But I can understand the hesitation now. I get it. I understand. All right. We've all been there. Okay. Let's get your advice from the Fantasy Oracle. She's so pretty. Okay. What is your advice, Patu? What is your advice? This deck is usually pretty quick with the answers, so this is interesting. And we're taking a little too long. No, that doesn't feel right. Okay, it's this one. Oh, 2. Okay, you did 2. I trust you. All right, let's see what's going on here. 43. Hearth and Soul, uniting community. Number 43. Remember, 4 and 3 are your numbers as well. So it's the fire element and the heart chakra. And 24. Syrian mermaid, empathic sensitivities. 24. Water. The heart again. Oh, this is so beautiful. I'm not sure what this is, but I think it's the throat chakra. So we're just gonna look in the book and read for this, okay? So water is about flow. Again, the river flow. Oh my God, that song is significant. And yeah, this is the throat communication. So yeah, how did we start this? With quite literally that. Saying there's communication coming in from the heart. Okay. Let me start with 43 because that was the first card that came out. And remember, this is for your advice. I'm just gonna show you this here so you can also ooh, 99. 99 could be significant. Okay. Uniting community. Fire is the uniter of humanity. Definitely. Fire is very significant. Also, you started with the Ace of Wands, so fire could be significant. Any fire placements could be significant. Okay. Anyways. An essential tool, but also the embodiment of energy itself. Being in its presence is activating and mesmerizing. It calls to humans and they gather. You may be that fire attracting the community together, or the sacred flame may be necessary in your practice now. Cultivate community around a common purpose that unites. I feel like you're also like, community-wise, what I get from this is more of, you might be finding soul family, or also you might be finding like soul family when it comes to like your artistic outlets or whatever outlets of like I said, maybe some of you do tarot, music, art, whatever. That helps you find community. And therefore, you're also inspiring to others, but definitely this person as well. All right. Community, unite, attraction, humanity, purpose, and home. So the practice, light a sacred candle in a safe environment outdoors. Gather your friends to sit around the fire and look into its flame. Yeah, flame gazing could be very significant here too. You might want to do that. Ask a thought-provoking question and let everyone share their ideas and experiences. Something about gathering. You might be doing that soon, or you and this person are going to see each other at a gathering of some kind. Okay. 24. All right. You may be discovering that you have a natural gift to read the room. You are tuned into the infinite emotional waters we all swim in. Yeah, you definitely are that. Because you got whale and orca elders. And this Ace of Cups just reeks of that. It reeks of like being tapped into emotion. And reeks in a good way, by the way. At times, it can cause overwhelm, especially in the wrong environments. There is no reason to hold on to emotion of others. Just let them pass through you. Move out of the toxic environment and into clearer waters. This is a valuable gift that allows you to see beyond the surface and appearances. Keywords: depths, empathy, sensitivity, hidden truth, and starseed. Find a comfortable and practice. Find a comfortable and quiet place to meditate. Tune into your energy and emotional state. Notice anything that feels like a remnant of an environment you were recently in. Imagine that distorted energy breaking free from you and draining into the earth. Breathe in a feeling of peace. Smudge using your favorite natural incense. Okay, so fire gazing could be significant. Candle gazing, smudging or cleansing with whatever is appropriate for you and your practice. The water element could also be significant in the sense of, I also like how it's fire and water and that's steamy. So there's like something steamy here. And this is also fire and water. So I'm just pointing it out there. All right. And let's get into your last card. Attraction. Didn't I just finish talking about steaminess? Shut up. Shut up. Okay. The energy of attraction The energy of attraction amplifies the qualities that attract and support us in our journey towards inner balance and harmony. I really like how this, which is a very hard lesson to learn, it kind of looks like this. Does it not? Corporate said that you need to find the difference between these two photos. If you know where that's from, you're my friend. They're the same. Okay. That's from The Office. Okay. Anyways, the number 9 could also be significant. Because 99 was the page that this card was on. Undeniable attraction here when it comes to how someone is viewing you. You are their muse. You themselves are amusing as well. Follow whatever you're attracted to. I feel like there's a lot of joy that comes from it. There's a need for you to like wholeheartedly trust whatever you feel called to as well. That's what this is kind of telling me. Yeah. All right, Paltu. I feel like that's your message. I don't want to talk more than I need to. Or more than I should, honestly. I hope that this brought you clarity, made sense. Sometimes at the end of it all, I don't even know if I got my point across or whatever point Spirit wanted to make, but I trust that I did, and that's all that matters. I just did my best. That's something about that for you as well. So yeah. Sorry, my nose is just super itchy today, and I don't know what's going on. Thank you so much, Batu, for trusting me to do your reading. I hope to see you in other readings in the future. Keep being you, keep shining your light, keep being amused and being amusing. Take care, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye-bye. Hi, Pal 3. Give me just 1 second. I'm just gonna cleanse my energy here a little bit. I also need to ground myself because, wow. All right. Just clearing things up over here. Bear with me. Bear with me. Where's that from? I know it's like a popular, what is it? Sound or whatever. Bear with me, bear with me. I don't know if I'm saying it in the right tone or whatever, but where is that from? Like, is that just someone that decided to make that sound, or is it like from a TV show or something? I'm talking to myself, by the way. Mostly, I mean, literally I'm talking to myself here, but I mean, I'm talking to you, but I am talking to myself because there's no one in this room with me right now except for my cat. And she's not paying attention to me, so like I said, bear with me. Okay. I need to know where that's from. I'm gonna have to Google that eventually. I'll forget, but it'll come back to me when I need to. All right. Thank you for bearing. I appreciate you. I just had to light a little bit of incense and ground my energy a bit to get into your reading. Oh, you guys are with the happy cows. Okay. If you guys picked the amethyst mushroom, which I'm gonna put right here. Oh, girl. Oh, you don't want to be standing? Okay, it doesn't want to be standing, not even for your reading. I'm so sorry. And the Ace of Pentacles, this is going to be your reading. Also, there's a baby cow and a regular cow, mama cow, I'm assuming. Why is baby shark playing in my head right now? What? How does that? Okay. Because that's a baby cow and now shark, baby shark is playing in my head. All right. I'm sorry I'm like quiet all of a sudden. I'm just trying to like I said, ground and get into your energy. Because I'm literally hearing baby shark in my head right now. Some of you could have kids or be around kids a lot where that song just sticks to you whenever you hear it now. Baby shark, do 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 do. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I had to sing it. It's in my head. All right. The sharks with the Six of Swords is interesting. Shark infested waters. No, I don't think that's what that means, but okay. How does April need you to be a fool, or in what capacity in the next 30 days do you need to be foolish and be trusting and trusting of a new beginning here, something grounded happening for you? Whatever it is that you're headed towards, pile 3, wherever this energy is calling for you to be it, to embody it, it's somewhere that it's safe to do so, okay? I need you to know that. You are safe to be yourself is what I want to say as well. Oh, my goodness. Wheel. Oh, you're so deep, so gentle, so caring, so wise. Music could also be very significant for you. You communicate sometimes the way that you speak to others is poetic is what I'm getting. The more that I look at this card, I just get like a sense of closeness with like, because I feel like whales have their own little families, right? And they're also matriarchs, I believe. It's ruled by the women. But don't quote me on that. Maybe that's just me, but thinking that. But something about, yeah, they do. They're matriarchs, yeah, because it's like the grandma, the aunt, and whatever, they get together and they have their kids and they take care of the kids in a pod, like together, yeah. There's something about connection that is genuine and deep and so like just perfect to the point that like there's hardly needing to actually speak because you communicate through just being around each other. It's like there's something about connections around you. See, that's why you're safe to be yourself, because you're headed somewhere where your connections are symbiotic, and they are, what is the word? They're genuine and they're reciprocated, and it's like, it works. It's just like, it's almost like someone can anticipate your moves and help you with something, and you can anticipate theirs and help you with something. It's help them with something. Meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. See more of this water, beautiful energy. That's the deepness of you. That Pisces energy makes sense. I just heard, I don't know why, I just literally heard like a scream or something. I heard, like I literally heard it, but it didn't happen, obviously, but it was like a squeal. Like, I don't know how to explain that. That was interesting. Okay. Not you, Paul 3 giving me audio through the ethers or something. That's crazy. All right. Okay, Paul 3, let's continue. Let's keep going. Skywriting, the fates. Oh, the fates is in your reading. Oh my gosh. Okay. There's that little feather there, this little fairy. I love this card, but this card is very elusive. It hardly ever shows up. Like, hardly ever, okay? Excuse me. You see what I mean? Yeah, this energy is, it's intense. I mean, there's a lot here. The letter A, the letter E, the letter M, the letter R, because I'm seeing the runes. Community could be very significant for you guys as well, because there's a lot of community in these runes that are here. Okay. Wow, look at, yeah, look, wow, okay. Wow. Starry Night, Acceptance, another card that is very elusive. Two separate decks, by the way, but this is the Shaman's Dream Oracle, and this is the Mystic Forest. The Sacred Forest, I'm sorry. But look at that. Don't they look like the same? It's like color-wise and everything. Ooh, very significant spirit guides here. We're gonna dive into whatever this message is, because this is very significant. It's like, do you see like the message, how it's together? Skywriting, the fates, Starry Night, which is like in the sky, skywriting, if you will, and it says acceptance. So it's like accepting your fate when it comes to something. And I feel like you have done that. You've been the fool in the sense of like, you've accepted your fate when it comes to something, and you know when to walk away and what to walk away from, and you know that you're headed towards somewhere, something, some people as well, that feels more like what you deserve and what you're deserving of. Maybe the final step here is complete and utter acceptance. Health, okay. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Enshrines. So you are a shrine for your soul. It's probably how you're feeling. The courageous peony. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Again, your uniqueness keeps coming up to me, okay? It keeps, and a lot of what your uniqueness is, Pile 3, is just you being very deep, having a lot of emotion, being very open about your emotions. Sharing your emotions openly and genuinely. That's it. That's all it is. That's your unique nature. But you've maybe have pushed that down, or have had to like mask that. And they're saying not anymore. It is time to let yourself be seen. Also, because you let yourself be seen, fate can start actually kind of aligning things for you here. Because it needs you to be genuinely yourself for it to like weave into your life the people that are also genuinely themselves, but that also would recognize you for who you are, which is courageous. And you're big energy. You are a big energy. That's a big whale, okay? I'm not saying you're physically big. That's not what I mean. But it's like you are a big presence. Sure, the ocean is vast, but that's one of the biggest animals in the ocean. So you are a big presence. You're someone that's hard to miss, in the sense of your energy is very, very very potent, even though it's soft and very mellow and cute and kind and easy to digest, because it's like good energy. It's still very potent. It's very much out there, and they want you to just keep doing that. That's how they want you to be the Fool. Yeah, look at that big energy. That's a full moon, and this whole depiction of this person takes the entire card. It's in the sky. It's as big as the sky. Sure, the sky is huge, but they are huge as well. That's what I mean. Like, your presence is big. It's known. So it's like, it's not even something that you can hide anymore, because you've moved past the struggle that was keeping you hidden. So since you've moved past that, now it's your time to shine. Let yourself be seen, and let yourself be experienced. You are an experience in itself. Communicating with you, being in your presence. All right. Let's see what the tarot has to say for you. I will say, yeah, your energy is so calm and so nice. I don't feel rushed or anything. Not that I've felt rushed before, but like, I don't know, there's just something. This is what you do. You bring like a meditative and contemplative state to people's energy. You could be someone who has this energy of like a spirit guide incarnated. You might be someone who helps people navigate through the depths of their psyche, the depths of their soul. Wow. Very on the nose, your energy here. Again, impossible to miss is what I'm getting. It's like, yeah, how can you be the Fool? By literally being the Fool. By trusting. They want you to keep trusting. I don't think you've ever lost this sense of wonder and acceptance, because it's literally here too. It feels like it was a big lesson that you've integrated. It's part of you. It's who you are. It's a big part of you as well, the trusting and the acceptance of things. But it does not mean that you should not continue to be the Fool, okay? It's like you could be the Fool many times. Ace of Swords. All of you guys, all the pals have gotten many aces in their reading, not just the one that you started with. It's very interesting. Oh, some of you might have a calling to be a writer or to write and speak. And that is what's very healing to people. It helps with their health as well. Definitely. And that could be something that you're trying off new. Like, okay, for some of you, if it's spiritual, it feels like maybe you start channeling more and you start recording yourself while you channel, and you just kind of like, you're new at it, but you're very good at it. And again, look at this page. all of the pages look this way, but like, look at this page. It's a page of Pentacles, and sure, you know, it's a zoom in kind of thing, but they also look very big compared to the landscape. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's a big energy. This is also a big energy. This is a big energy. So maybe communication, speaking now from this depth that you possess already could be significant for some of you. Is bringing, I mean, if you do, there's a lot of harmony here. There's a lot of, like I said, a very beautiful foundation, a very much reciprocative kind of energy. Okay. Oh my God, I never told you your channeled numbers. I am so sorry. I was supposed to do that in the beginning of your reading. I all of a sudden remembered. The number 5 came out for you 3 times. So I roll this dice, and I just, you know, I get the number that comes out. For example, this is number 9. Okay. It came out 5. Sorry, 5 came out 3 times. It would just keep coming out. I was like, well, I want 3 numbers, but I don't want 3 5s. You know what I mean? But 555 could be significant for some of you. Also, the number 6 came out, and the number 8 came out. And I feel like maybe we need to... Do you see what I mean? The number 5 again. I can't make that shit up. Do you see it? Oh my God, is it showing up? Is it? You see it now. Yeah. So yeah, 5s could be definitely significant for you, because, and I like 5s. 5s are about change. They're evolution. They're also the middle point of something. Obviously we're going from 1 to 10, but like, so 5s could be definitely significant for you. Ace of Pentacles again. Wow. Ooh, I actually love that it came out, because now we can see how this card is like, it shows so much more of the landscape of the, you see what I mean? So this card is in here, but it's just this little part right here. And this gives us a better view of everything. I just noticed too, the mountains that are back here. Do you see those? They're back here too. So it's like, this is also in here. Oh, there's layers to this. There's like, the more that you zoom out, the more that you see. The more that you zoom in, the more that you see. That's also your energy. That's also you. You are like that. You're someone that, if someone like, kind of like tries to understand you from afar, they get a picture of what you are, and they get a sense. But like, the more they zoom in, the more that they want to zoom in, the more that there is to go. You're an endless well of like information. Some of you could be writing affirmations down, and you're meant to be sharing those with others, so that they could also take advantage of the things that you've channeled. Because I feel like you've channeled an affirmation for yourself that you use, and you might want to share those with others. Yeah, you're an endless well of like resounding advice is what I'm getting to. Because Pisces, most Pisces are always like therapists. In their friend group, they're the therapist. Some of you could be therapists as well. And I think if you're a therapist, or you know, if you just help people and with your words and the way that you present a concept to them, or you explain how, you know, they can heal this, or they can work through this, or, you know, whatever it is that you do it so well, and you do it so, it's just like calm and nice and sweet and kind. I think the foolishness that is needed from you, Pile 3, is trusting that you're doing this, and trusting that you are this person. Yeah. You've found yourself. You know who you are. It doesn't mean that you're not ever changing and ever evolving, but you know who you are already. So it's time to show it. It's time to enjoy it. You're very multifaceted and you have a unique nature. The hermit, yes. But you need to let yourself be seen. You cannot hide away your gifts anymore. You should not hide away. I said you cannot because I feel like your spirit guide is talking to you directly. You cannot hide your gifts anymore. That's them, point blank, period. But I want to say that you should not hide away it anymore. It's time for you to find community. And the way that you're doing that is by trusting where you're being led. And the more that you trust, the easier it becomes. And you know this. You know this too. This is happening this year, by the way. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, you might be meeting some people. This could be some of the people that you're meeting here. They also bring something in, right? They bring their passions too. They bring what they're good at. All of these people are holding something that they can bring forth, okay? All of them. Their hands are full. Just like your hands are full in the sense of like giving. And so it's a moment to give and receive. And I feel like, all right, so you give advice and you also get advice. Maybe there's something about like something like that. It's symbiotic in the sense of maybe you're meeting more unique people just like you. You're like, I thought I was all alone. They're like, no, you're actually not, because there's a lot of us that feel this way. And there's something about all of you offering up, hey, I got this, and hey, I have that. That is actually very beautiful. It's like you set a foundation, a community here. All right, I feel like that's all I have for you. Yeah, the other cards wanna be out. So I'm just gonna stop with the tarot, and I'm gonna bring out your advice here. For advice, I'm using the Echo Femme Fantasy Oracle by MOOXIE. All the information's oh, I just saw the phase at the bottom. All the information for this deck, if you want to purchase it, because it's beautiful and very, very, very magical, is in the description. And I also did a deck interview with this deck. It's my last video before this one. I am plugging it because they deserve the hype, because it is an amazing deck, and she's an independent artist and she's trying to make it out there. So, oh, I'm not giving you all of those cards. Hello, that's too many cards. That's too many cards. All right, pile 3. Let's focus. Let's get advice for pile 3. Okay. Okay. Surrender, acceptance makes sense. Release, control. Water, 11. I like that. I like the number 11. The throat chakra, by the way, and the heart chakra as well. There's something that you need to say, communicate, and then you, again, like you already do. I think you already do that, and you do it from the heart. This is just confirmation for me, honestly. The bottom of the deck is very interesting. Look at this. Eclipse of the self, transforming into someone new. I feel like the transformation into someone new, the new you, it's not really new. It's always been there, but it's more trusting of their abilities, more free in the sense of like the way that they pursue their interests, or they pursue their, or even show up in the world as far as like how they show off their gifts and spiritual gifts, or just gifts in general that you possess. All right, 11. Surrender, release control. Open your heart to higher power and speak your needs into existence. Release control and step into the flow state. All that you need is on its way to you. Through holding space for what you desire, the space calls for the universe to fill it. Taking additional actions will only close that space before it arrives. Practice patience and surrender. Keywords: practice, flow, void, openness, and attraction. The practice: stretch in ways that feels good to your body. As you stretch and let go of tension, feel yourself let go of restrictive feelings around a situation. Pull yourself back emotionally and set intentions to accept the outcome that is for your best and highest good. Embrace the yang energy of receiving. Maybe divine feminine energy is something that you need to tap into. The matriarchy kind of thing about the whales came up for a reason. Maybe this community that you're aligning with is supposed to be and will be led by women. And they're saying you could be one of the leaders. And there's nothing to be scared of that. You're falling into where you need to fall, okay? Trust the fate of your life. So if you trust fate and you trust your spirit guides, there's that release of control there instantly. Because, right, there's nothing for you to control in the first place. All right. Multidimensionality, multifaceted and unique nature. Remember that? That's you. The frequency of multidimensionality, that's a word. Holy moly. Activates our awareness of our true essence, which is eternal and multidimensional and multifaceted and unique. You are like everybody else, but you are also uniquely you. So I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but there's a box here. It's in another color. It's very faint. It's almost, but the little dots, they're spreading out of the box. It's like, yeah, you're not meant to fit in the box. It's not a cookie cutter thing, all right? Also, I want to say, the things that you speak about and the things that you not just say, but like how you help others, is not in a cookie cutter way. Because you realize, you recognize from your own trials and tribulations here, from your own healing that you've done, of knowing yourself, that nothing is cookie cutter. Like nothing could just be the same always. Or not every type of healing applies to every type of person. That's a wisdom that you carry within you. There's something about you knowing intuitively what people need as well. In a very unique way, because you recognize uniqueness because you are unique. Wow. That is very powerful, Pile 3. That is very beautiful. I love your energy. I loved reading for you. It was such a good way to like close these readings because your energy was very peaceful, very calming, very nice, very demure, very mindful. All right. Thank you so much, Pile 3, for trusting me to read for you. I hope that this made sense, brought you clarity, helped you in any way that it needed to. I hope to see you in other readings. Have a good one.